It's the mission. It's knowing that the guy on the ground out there or gal on the ground is waiting for us, keeps us going. And it's tough because we can't save them all, and we haven't saved them all. And my folks have seen some horrendous stuff since they've been here, and it will be with them for the rest of their lives.
In the 10 years that have encompassed the Iraq and Afghanistan military campaigns, tens of thousands of soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen have been taken off the battlefield, flown out of harm's way, and into the care of doctors and nurses who have redefined combat trauma medicine. They've been ferried out of the battle theaters on military aircraft that have been reconfigured into flying trauma wards. 35,000 sorties into and out of the combat theater in the last decade. Mission after mission, deployment after deployment, war-weary doctors, nurses, and flight crews pushed to their physical and emotional limits.
You do not have time to cry. You do not have time to feel. You basically put those feelings in a box and you put them over here on the counter.
The patients are fragile. It is not uncommon to have 3 double amputees on a flight out of Bagram up to Germany. A quadruple amputee was recently flown out. Their sacrifice is saluted by the ground crews. In the din of jet engines and howling wind, they are applauded aboard. A flight nurse who has flown aeromedical for nearly a quarter of a century will never take her eyes off that severely injured medic who's now on life support. She has a simple formula for critical care.
Treat them the way their mom would want them to be treated.
For nearly 70 years, through generations of aircraft, this has been the way home for wounded American heroes. It is the aircraft you never want to be on, but if you're hurt, it's the only place you want to be.
I am serving my country and taking care of these young men and women. They're taking bullets for me. They're getting blown up for me, for my freedoms.
Sometimes it hurts. It hurts a lot to not be able to save those soldiers. But every mission is a new mission. And that's the way we focus on it, is every day is a new day, and we do what we can to save. We save those who we can, and we try like hell for those we couldn't.
How you doing? I'm Josh Capon, 2-time burger champion of the world. Time to make burgers.
Hi guys, I'm Chef Gina, and today we're gonna be cooking some exciting bugs. No, don't go away. It's gonna be fabulous. Bugs have a myth. They're packed with nutrients. They're rockets.
Hear that? That's called, hey, how you doing? I'm a nice hot grill, and I'm ready to cook some burgers.
Secret ingredient, roasted garlic. We serve it on our steaks.
We're gonna flip these bad boys. Oh!
You are gonna be the hit of the party if you use these. So don't be scared that your guests are gonna be freaked out that you're using bugs. Rotate them in our hand. And what happens is the little legs come off when we do this.
You make it nice or you making it twice, huh? How you doing? How you doing?
So I've got everything necessary to make a delicious frittata. Farm fresh eggs, tomato petals. I've got some fresh spinach, also from the green market. Goat cheese, a little butter.
3 crickets. Put a little bit of lime on here.
Fries, onion rings, bash burger, bacon onions. Go for it.
I'm a fraternal twin. I come from a family of 5, and I was the youngest, me and my brother. Jay was, his name is Joseph, but it was always Jay. We knew each other extremely well. We were very close growing up and all the way up until the end. We could finish each other's sentences, and we knew what each other was thinking. Oh, we were just your normal kids. We had a good upbringing on Staten Island. To keep us all together, we all had to swim on the swim team, so we were on the team very young. We were 6 years old when we started swimming competitively.
Swimming was not the only thing the brothers did together. Lance Ogren is a retired New York City firefighter. His twin brother, Jay Ogren, also a firefighter, was one of the 343 firemen killed on September 11th. Swimming would prove to be Lance's lifeline, the only way to move on from his brother's untimely death.
I was his coach and he was my coach. That day I was going to class. I was going to lieutenant's class. I was driving on Staten Island. I came down Victory Boulevard, which looks straight into Lower Manhattan, and I saw that the towers were on fire. Information came in, the second tower was hit, and then we realized that it wasn't an accident. Class was canceled, and we all responded to our firehouses. The towers were down by the time we got to our firehouse.
We have main engine start.
Before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
Godspeed, John Glenn.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And liftoff for the final launch of Endeavour, expanding our knowledge.
If anybody that's actually sane tells you that they don't have a little bit of nervousness before a space shuttle mission, I don't think they're telling you the truth.
On the first flight, you're just, I think, overwhelmed by the sensation of the motion, the violence of the rocket, the sounds, just the whole experience.
First launch, main engine cut off, pulled out my pen, it floated right in front of me. And I thought, it really does float. Looked out the window, I saw the curvature of the Earth, and I thought, wow, the Earth is round. Isn't that amazing? The Earth is round.
It's a very serene thing because it can be at times a little bit concerning because you're going around the Earth every 90 minutes. The first 45, you're nice in front of the Earth, and so there's the sun shining on you bright. But once you go the last 45 minutes, you're behind the Earth, and it's dark. And so you have your helmet lights on. And so the first couple EVAs, it gets you concerned a little bit at nighttime. So that's a little bit scary, I'd say.
There's Box. Hey, Box. There's Katie. Hey, Katie.
What's your favorite pastime in space that you cannot do here on Earth?
Well, I think it has to be, for me, is just flying through the space station. You're literally, flying through the air, and that's, I could do that all day, every day if I had the chance.
The more we understand about living and working in space, the more we're going to be able to get more people up there because of what we've learned about launching and landing and doing those things safely. It was amazing to be up there. I felt really privileged to be part of something that I think is so important. There's a lot of really interesting work that we are privileged to do up there, and I loved being a part of it, and a large part of me did not want to come home yet.